What if I told you there's a $2 trillion market that nearly nobody knows about, but almost everybody's involved in? The most unbelievable thing is that you could actually participate in this market today with little to no education, minimal licensing, and virtually zero money out of your pocket. It's called private money and commercial loan brokering. And today, I'm going to share with you 10 reasons why I made the decision to start my own brokerage and why today might actually be the best time in history to start your own. If we haven't met yet already, my name's John Newfer. I'm a private money lender, mentor, and trainer. I've funded hundreds of loans for millions of dollars, and for the last 8 years, I've been teaching others to do the exact same thing. So let's talk about why private money loan brokering is such a stellar business model for 2025 and how some of my peers have made $250,000 to $500,000 in just their first year doing it. Let's get started. So if you're not familiar with private money and commercial lending, I'm going to give you a quick rundown for some context. You see, when an investor wants to purchase real estate assets and the banks are either too slow or too restrictive, private money lenders are the ones that actually pick up that slack. You see, this is a $2 trillion business and it's growing. And that's because as the economy shudders, banks tighten their guidelines. And when banks tighten, borrowers are forced to seek alternative loans, i.e., private money to fund their projects. Private money and commercial loan brokers hold the investor's hand throughout the entire process, from placing the loan to negotiating with lenders to taking the deal from application to funding. Now let's get into why I started my brokerage and why I'm investing more time and energy into teaching others to do the exact same thing. Now let's get into it. All right, I'd say the number one reason and the starting point of why I got started in this industry is the minimal licensing guidelines. You see, if you broker private money and commercial mortgage loans, you're going to soon realize that 90% of the states don't require any licensing at all. And you know what that means? That means you don't have to worry about getting an NMLS license. You don't have to worry about continued education or hanging up your license at a brokerage shop who would end up just cutting into your commissions. And what this means overall is just an extremely low barrier to entry. And there are a lot of other points that we're going to have in this video that add to how low of a barrier to entry this business is. But this is the main one. There's just no licensing requirements that are involved outside of just creating an entity and getting a business bank account so that you can work with your lenders. Now, one of the best parts of being a private money loan broker is the borrowers. You see, you get to work with sophisticated borrowers, usually real estate investors who already have experience in the market. Now, these borrowers often understand the opportunity and have a clear goal in mind, making the loans a lot easier to sell. What's even better is that they're high transaction borrowers. They aren't doing just one deal like a residential primary, they're doing 2 to 5 to 10 deals a year. That means repeat business. Now, finally, the biggest point for me is that when I represent a real estate investor, I represent half of their business. I become a partner in their operation. You see, half of an investor's business is finding a good deal. The other half is finding good financing. When I partner up with an investor, I represent that other half of their business, and I truly become an essential asset to them as they're finding deals in the marketplace. One of the reasons why private money is in such high demand, it's because banks don't like lending on distressed assets, which basically means we have a niche market that we get to take advantage of. You see, when a borrower comes to a bank and they bring a distressed asset, banks see that asset as something that they can't get stable income on. However, private money sees an opportunity for an appreciated asset after the rehab's been completed. Now, that basically means we can pick up a ton of bank declines, which I do, and we get flexible underwriting guidelines, allowing us to close loans a bit more swimmingly than with conventional banks. And then finally, essentially what we're doing here is we're filling a gap in the marketplace, and this is a high demand gap, and there's so many investors that need this kind of financing. This is hands down probably one of the best points is taking advantage of a niche market as a private money and commercial mortgage broker. Since these loans are higher risk, they actually allow for higher returns. You see, high risk equals higher returns. My loan officers actually charge more points on these deals compared to any of their residential deals. The margins are just better. And it's a win-win because providing a service that's highly needed demands a higher commission. And my loan officers love brokering these private money mortgage loans, so the payouts are just better and it makes the business more worthwhile. And one of the most economical benefits of running a private money loan brokerage is the low overhead. You see, this is a work from home business, which means I don't need a fancy office or large staff. All I really need is a solid website, email, and a CRM system. With these basic tools, I can run my entire operation efficiently and keep the costs low. What more can you ask for in a business than being able to work from anywhere in the world and keep costs at a bare minimum? Another key factor to brokering private money and commercial mortgage loans, which bounces off the last one, is it gives us flexibility. You see, I'm my own boss and I set my own hours and I decide what clients I want to work with. There's no clock to punch, there's no one breathing down my neck. I control my work-life balance, which is incredibly freeing. Again, this is what most people are looking for when it comes to work-life balance, is to have that freedom and have that flexibility. Now, the beautiful thing about brokering private money and commercial mortgage loans is the learning curve is absolutely minimal. The reason why there's hardly a learning curve in this business is because there's so much money flowing behind the deals. Lenders are willing to train you up on their products. Brokers are willing to co-broker with you and show you the ropes. It's a beautiful community of like-minded individuals all trying to help each other succeed and at the end of the day, make more money. One of the hidden benefits of running a private money and commercial mortgage brokerage is that you get to see so many investment opportunities firsthand. Now, this kind of exposure actually has given me a lot of chances to participate in projects myself, creating opportunities to invest in some awesome deals. And if you've ever heard that term that birds of a feather flock together, by surrounding yourself with high net worth investors, by sheer osmosis, you'll become an investor and hopefully a high net worth one, which leads me to my very next point. Becoming a private money lender. As you continue to see more deal flow and improve in your underwriting skills, you're going to get first dibs on deciding whether or not you want to personally lend on a deal. You see, you can earn 10% or more return on your money, and it's a fantastic way for you and your family or your friends to actually start investing. As more opportunities arise, opening a fund actually becomes more of a possibility. And that's the insane thing about brokering private money and commercial mortgage loans, is the opportunity for growth is absolutely unmatched. And for my last point, starting a private money commercial mortgage brokerage isn't just about money. It's about building an actual legacy. You see, commercial lending is a trade that's earned through experience, networking, and connections, and most people don't even understand how commercial lending works. And by building this brokerage, you're creating something that can be passed down to your kids or your grandkids. And it's not just any business, it's a business that's rooted in knowledge and expertise. So those are the reasons why I started my private money loan brokerage. It's a rewarding, flexible, and profitable business that really fills a need in the marketplace. Plus, it gives me the opportunities to invest, help others, and build something lasting. So if you're thinking about getting into this business, consider joining my Commercial Mortgage Accelerator. Here you're gonna learn everything about brokering private money and commercial mortgage loans, how to source leads, to screen deals, to place loans with our turnkey lender list. And the cool thing, it really doesn't matter what your background is. We've helped hundreds of brokers succeed in this business from absolute scratch. And you could totally do the same. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on if you want to see more videos just like this.